All right. So I'm with you, the guitarologist. I hear you. I've been saying it for many, many years. Property tax is a medieval tax, and we should do away with it. And rental properties, these people at inflation at 8.5 and on the rise, it ain't over yet. Uh, I do believe that it's just they're choking us out. And like I said, it is a medieval tax. It is a tax that someone came over here. The king captured conquered a country. What did he do? He set a tax. People had to pay him to live on that property. That was done in medieval times. You know, that's something, even the Egyptians and stuff did it. It's a medieval time tax. You know what? I would rather people be able to keep their homes, not pay property tax, and tax something else. Well, would the American people go for that? We do away with property tax, but we're going to raise the taxes on something else. So I agree with them. It's just getting unreal. Like I said, folks, I don't file taxes because according to the state that I live in and the United States government, I don't make enough money to file taxes. And but yet they do agree that they still get their money out of me, even though I don't file taxes. So they're everything I buy has a tax on it. So us poor people are still paying tax, uh, even though we don't file taxes. So I'm with you, the guitarologist. Folks, make sure you check out Brad's channel. I'm a sub to his channel. Great channel. The guy is a whiz at amps, and the dude can play guitar. Great channel. He works on a lot of guitar amps, pedals, uh, and he can play guitar. There's no doubt about that. And drums. So I agree with you, Brad. It's a medieval tax, man. We're still living back in the ADs and all that. Yeah, and people are like, tag what? Do you know how much money they bring in property tax? Where is all this money going? I can't believe it. We're always broke. Have you seen some of these people's property tax each year? How in the heck taxes have rose? Everything's going up. You know, I agree with them. I've been saying it for a while. Let's get rid of property tax. We'll tax something else. Throw a tax on alcohol and cigarettes. Whatever you got to do, even gas. Hey, if they got rid of property tax, I'd pay $2, $3, no problem at the gas pump. You know, even 350 if they did away with property tax. You know, there's all kinds of things they can up the tax on. I've seen a lot of people lose their everything property tax. You know, the IRS, I'll tell you, they watch you make one dime on YouTube, and if you make more than what you're allowed to, if you're on social, if it's your only living, if you're on Social Security or disability and you're, whatever, you're making money on YouTube or whatever it is, you got to claim that money. And I do believe even if you're not on uh, disability or anything, you still have to claim that as income. You know, I don't know. It's a tough one. It's a catch-22. We're danged if we do. We're danged if we don't. But I've said it for a long, long time. It's a medieval tax. Get rid of it. It's no wonder our country. They want to build a country. We're going to build back bigger, better. You know, well, you can't tax everything to death. I mean, you got to take a little bit and give a little bit. They would have to vote on it. Would the people want to see property tax gone? And of course, with property tax and everything, these new loans out today with the banks and everything, uh, you get a loan, your property tax and everything. Some of these loans, it's all part of the loan. Every payment you're putting towards property tax too. And without property tax, I bet your mortgages would drop. Well, at least the payments. And yeah, it would be something to take to White House. You know, so I'm with him on that. And it's, I just watched his video and he's right. It's killing us. And he did give the thumbs up. Thanks a lot. He's right. Yeah. Yeah, that would be a good idea. That would be something to take to Washington, to Congress and Senate, and tax something else. Get rid of property tax. Legalize cannabis. Put a tax on it. Do away with property tax, or at least drop it drastically. We're fighting a problem in America with homeless people that want to be something. They want to have something they can have to hand down to the kids, grandkids. And we find that a lot of these people are losing everything because of property tax. And then that creates homelessness, and it's a big problem. Now, see, I don't know why the vets are homeless when they get free loans. I don't understand. It's a exact. I'm going to agree with a couple of YouTubers. What is going on in America? We got vets homeless, but yet on every loan place I go to, if you are a VA vet, walk in today, no money down, no payments till 6 months. And why are these people on the streets? And then these people, well, we got a bunch of vets on the streets that are homeless. Why? Why are they homeless when they have free loans for them? They get a check each month from the government. That's how they pay their mortgage. Why are these guys on the street? I'll tell you why. Drugs. Or they hit it real bad. Something happened, emergency or something, and they lost everything. But they still get a check each month from the government. So I don't understand how. And if you make $1,500, you could buy a $60,000-$70,000 home. Your mortgage payments probably be about $250, $300. So why are they homeless? Probably drugs. Probably because they can't handle. Probably because of mental illness from the wars and everything. And yeah, it's sad, but can they defeat homelessness? Yes. Can they defeat creating a country that is constantly in havoc with people losing what they have? And then that creates homeless. And then, you know, can we break the chain that has been put in place since the time of man that charged or made people slaves or charged taxes on it? Hello, DeVito. Yes, they'll be poor. Uh, some just mental illness, some drugs. And like I said, some of these people do get a check. But and a lot of people choose to live on the streets. You know, they do have family that could take them in. They do have a government check each month, but they choose to live the way they do because that's just what they want. And you can't make anyone do what they don't want to do. Hello there, old friend. Not so long it was to you. We played outside in the pouring rain. On the way up, we started over again. Living a dream for a long time. Not quit again, Lord, it won't stop. That's how it happened on that bell drop. People knew it was a matter of time. That's how it happened on that bell drop. Yeah, so I do agree with Brad, and this is something we should have did many years ago. Like I said, we still live in medieval times with the taxes, laws. Um, you know, I don't know, unbelievable. But I would vote for getting rid of property tax. You bet your butt I would. But there would have to be agreement. Hey, we're gonna have to tax something. what's the lesser of the evil? You know, do the American people want? You want to pay an extra 50 cents at the gas pump or whatever, or extra 50 cents for a hamburger and have no property tax, you know? Uh, what's another thing I would pay taxes for if they made free healthcare? If they made healthcare free, you bet your butt I'll pay $2 for a cheeseburger or whatever at McDonald's. You know, instead of the dollar menu, it's a $2 menu or whatever. You know, sure. And a lot of people rip on Canada, and I'm like, why? If you need a liver, you got it. If you need an operation or you're sick, you don't you don't lose everything you got because you can't pay the hospital bill. It's all free. All the medication, it's free. So you're paying $3 for a McDonald's hamburger, you know, $4 for gas or whatever they pay up there or whatever. But their healthcare system is free, and there ain't nothing better than free healthcare. The medication they had me on was $800 a bottle, and that was only 30 pills, something like that, 800, 700 something dollars for it, or Lanza, or Lanzapan, or Ping, or whatever it is. Uh, yeah, yeah, man. I agree with them. I think a lot of us been saying that for a long time. It's property tax should have been done away with, but they make a lot of money off property tax. That's why it's in place. So I just got out of the shower. I'm sitting around monkeying around on the guitar a little bit. So I found the two culprits stealing from me on YouTube. And you got to watch out what you do, folks. Thank God I got to, everything I do is documented and uh, copyrighted or whatever, published and everything by me. So, and my YouTube channel ain't for sale, so nobody owns it but me. Says right there on it when you go to it, owner, me. So you got to watch out for a lot of this stuff, and they will steal from you if they can. And pretty soon they'll be taxing us for having YouTube, which they already do with your phone company and internet bill. So, yeah, it's just, I agree with you though, Brad, on that. I really do. People that do have renters, properties right now, they're paying out of their butt. Uh, with the inflation and everything, 8.5. And I think after all this is over, we might see inflation probably about somewhere between 10, they're saying. You know, that's if they got the numbers right. It could be already 9.5 and pushing 10. We really won't know until summer kicks in and everything. And um, and if we keep going, always in war with people, that's what's driving the inflation. You know, so if we keep at war with these other countries, they're going to suck us dry. Inflation will be up. Banks won't be giving loans. The only thing good is inflation is going to make it where the interest rates on the home loans will drop. You know, eventually the banks are going to succumb to inflation, and the mortgage companies will succumb to the inflation, and we'll have another real estate bubble burst. And next thing you know, we'll be bailing out the banks and the mortgage companies and everything because the real estate bubble went bankrupt again. You know, it stinks. It really does. So Uncle Ted was asking, you want to go hunting? If you want to go hunting with me, come on, let's go hunting. Well, Uncle Ted, I don't know about Texas. They got bear out there. You know how long it's been, Uncle Ted, since I had to use a weapon? Long time, Uncle Ted. Since I was a young teenage lad, teenage years, 20s or so, I went hunting. There's no need for me to hunt, so I really don't hunt. But I would if I had the chance to hang. If he still owned this property up in Michigan, well, I'm right. I'm a hop, skip, jumping away from Michigan. Oh, and I found out from Uncle Ted that the actual part in Stranglehold ain't the B, it's the A7 or A9 to the. We'll have to check that video out again where he was showing people what it actually was. You let me be. So, anyways, I guess this, I'm keeping up on the Upchurch saga and everything, and boy, what a mess that dude got him into. And, phew, yeah, ay, ay, ay. But, anyways, yes, I would vote get rid of it. Property tax, definitely. But you're going to have to compromise. If the American people would have to give up one thing, they would have to give up one thing and maybe pay a little bit more for something else. They would have to vote for it. And this is what I don't get. Why is Congress and Senate doing our voting for us? Can you folks tell me that? If we vote for a president, why are we not voting on these bills? We're going to vote to see to get rid of property tax, the Congress and Senate. Well, no, the people will vote. If the people say we get rid of property tax, then we get rid of it. But they're going to have to see, people just don't understand that this system is put in place for really the better of America, meaning if everybody does their job right and pays federal taxes, state taxes, it's set up for our children, their grandchildren. So when they get old enough or something, God forbid, happens to them, they have disability or Social Security when they're older, to pay for it. The way I was raised, this was something good because you go to work, you pay into it, and when it's time where your body is broke down and you can't do it no more, well, then you file for early retirement, or most of these guys are broke down and can't do anything, and from working construction or whatever it may be, and they can't do it no more. And they have to either go on disability or file for early retirement. And that's what that is there for. It is really there to protect the people, but we'd have to uh, make adjustments, you know. We definitely would have to make adjustments, no doubt about it. So quit stealing from me. These people these people are nuts, hackers and whatever. But I agree with Brad, and watch out, Brad, because they're hacking, they're attacking everybody, Brad. They really are. It takes a while to get disability. I had to go through all kinds of doctors. I had to see three special. So I don't know. You have to go see all these doctors, and they do everything to you. It takes a while. It took me a while before they uh, accepted me. But for one, you have to go see all these doctors, and the paperwork was, you know, I couldn't fill out all the paperwork by myself. They make it so hard for us people, and if you paid in it and you paid into it, why do they make it so difficult? I don't know. You know how much we spend in just paper? It's no wonder we're losing trees left and right. You know, I would be growing cannabis just to make paper and leave the trees alone. You know, some people have to get a lawyer to get on disability. You know, some people they examine and they say he's got a disability. No way around it. Brain damage or whatever. You know, back is totally shot. You know, we might have to do surgery or you'll never be the same. Mainly, you know, and then you got to wait. You got to go through all these doctors like I did. Oh, you got to be tested. You know, whatever they do, and all the paperwork was just unbelievable. And then you have to wait, and you might get denied once. I think they denied me once, and then I had to go through it again or something, and then they were like, "Yeah, you know, you know, like you got a disability. This is your problem. You got this, and here, take this medication." One pill the rest of your life. But the medication I was on was so messed up. And after being on it for so long, it did more damage than anything to me, especially in my body organs. So I had to come off of it. But I'm thinking about going back on it here, maybe. You know, I've been off of it for a year and a half, something like that. So, and they said it's going to take a long time from the withdrawals or whatever from being on that medication for as long as I was on it. So I think the judge didn't like me. They said I could make plates from home. Excuse me. No, I don't know. I don't know. All I know is it took me a while to get on it. Uh, and, you know, thank God I did get on it because at that time I lost everything. I couldn't afford the everything I was going through, uh, my operation and everything. And yeah, lost everything and meltdown. But keep trying. I've known people that have been denied the first time they went. And then they went and they got themselves, and they went again or something, or or contacted a lawyer or something like that. And then they got their disability or whatever it was. Uh, then again, I've known people that have gone and got it and just got denied and then filed again and uh, and got it. So it's kind of funny. I think each state is different. DeVito, David, DeViti. Yeah, I think every state is different. Well, all you could do is reapply. It might take you a couple times. You know, how old are you? You're 35. I don't know if age has anything to do with it. It just might. What state are you in? It might just be uh, the state you're in. They might have different. They might have harder requirements. Oh, you're 44 now. Well, you know what? Pretty much, I think they're talking about lowering the age of retirement. I mean, pretty soon here, you'll just be able to get Social Security. Yeah. See, if I might be wrong. I might be wrong, but uh, it depends on what Some states I think are a little bit more. You got, I don't know. You know what? I'm not the smartest when it comes to this kind of stuff. Uh, but I think maybe some states are a little bit harder. Uh, they give it to you, but you got to wait. You got to wait a while. You got to go see all these doctors. Then you got to turn your paperwork in and everything, and they review it, and that takes a long time. And I continued to work uh, while I was waiting, and I was like, I don't know if I'm going to make it. I mean, at that time, my brain was a jellyfish. It was just scrambled eggs. I just I continued to work. I lost everything, but I continued to work, and they kept telling me, "Hold on, it's going to take time. We're reviewing your case. Just hang in there." And a long time went by, and I continued to work. And then one day, uh, um, I got a letter, I think, and they called me or something like that. I think they called me after I got off work, and they sent me a notice saying that your disability has been approved, and you will be getting a check at this certain time, this amount a month. And you know, I think I waited a good year, 2 years or something before they gave it to me. And I continued to work while I waited. And then I got that note, and I was like, oh, thank God. Thank God. Of course, I lost everything by then, but they gave me disability. They gave me a disability, and then they paid me for giving me a disability. You're living with your parents now? Devati. Is that a woman's name or a man's name? Dev. It looks like Otee. Devoti. You went through the whole process too, dude. Yeah, it's you got to go to like three doctors. You got. I had to go to like three, four. specialists or doctors or something. Take tests, blood work, you name it. They X-rays. Uh, oh man, it stunk, and I didn't do it by myself. I didn't understand anything they were asking at that time. I was so lost, so depressed that I lost everything. I couldn't even think straight. Literally, if they asked me what 2 and 2 was, I couldn't answer it. Everybody knows it's 4, but at that time, I was so lost and so depressed and just, oh man. But I did what they told me to do. I kept working. They told me to keep working. Just keep working. It's going to take a while. It might be a year, 2 years. We've known people that gone 5 years. You got to wait. And it didn't take long. It was like a year or something, maybe a little over that or something, 2 years or something. And then I got that letter and I was like, oh man, thank God. And then I did. Once I did get that letter, that's when I just folded. I was just, I lost it. Then it sank in that I lost everything. You know, I lost everything. The woman, the car, both cars, the IROC, the Z20, the everything, the shed, the dogs, the property, the home, the everything. I couldn't pay for it all. Child support and everything. And then I was like, oh my God. And then my gallbladder exploded and I didn't want to get an operation because I couldn't afford it. And at that time, they didn't have me on disability when I had my operation. And uh, I almost died. I refused to get the operation. I couldn't afford it. And I turned all yellow. Uh, and I can tell you this much: when you are close to death, it gets very cold. I just I couldn't get warm. I mean, I had my heat turned up to 90 degrees and still would be shivering like it was 50 below out. Yeah, my gallbladder exploded. Or it didn't explode, it was on the brink of exploding, but all the gallstones went into my bile ducts and stuck there. So the bile was building, and they said my gallbladder was like the size of I don't know, like a baseball or whatever. It was huge. And all these gallstones were stuck in the tubes that the bile comes out of and sends to your stomach and all these things. And the pain was just unbelievable. The pain was unbelievable. It was pretty bad. Same thing when my my appendix exploded because I waited a day and it exploded and I had all the poison going through me and that was painful too. But the gallbladder, yeah, that was man, I turned all yellow. My eyes looked like bananas. My skin, my whole body, even my testicles were yellow like a banana. No joke. People were going, "Oh my God." I'd leave the house to go do something and I can hear people going, "Are you all right?" It's like, "I'm going to beat this." I was telling the doctor, "I'm going to beat it. Have you ever seen anyone beat this before?" And he's like, "No, your gallbladder is about ready to blow up, dude. You got giant stones in your system clogging your ducts and everything, and your heart's going cuckoo, and you're on medication, and if you don't get the operation, you're gonna die. That was ugly, dude. It was ugly. I lost everything. I was so depressed. I missed a woman that I was in love with. I had kids. I missed talking to the kids. I didn't know where they were. Uh, I had no idea where they were. And oh man, I went nuts. I went totally nuts. But once I got my head cool, I did follow the right procedures, and I contacted the police and asked them to help me find my kids uh, out west. I told them I had a breakdown and almost died, and it's been years since I talked to them or even know where they're at. Can you please help me find them? And of course, I had to show them all the paperwork, the child support papers, and everything. And uh, even the police said I looked like death. Even the cops that came to my house and stuff were like, "Oh my God, are you all right?" Yeah, I'm all right, dude. I need help. So, yeah, I know what you're talking about there, DeVito. Just keep filing for it. Keep filing for it. They will give it to you. Yeah, it is a weird chill. You can't get warm. Dude, I filled up my bathtub with boiling water and sat in it up to my chin and was still freezing cold. And then get out of the bathtub and have an electric blanket on high uh, and a heater sitting right next to me, blowing on me. And I still could not get warm. I was shaking like a leaf, man. It was unreal. And then finally, I broke down. I couldn't handle the pain no more. My skin was turning yellow. My eyes were yellow. My testicles were yellow. And that's when I said, I'm going to the doctor. And I walked in there and they said, yeah, you're in bad shape. We're taking you to the emergency room right now. And I had the operation done. First, they endoed me, where they go in through your throat with a scope. And they went through my stomach and went into all my bile ducts, pulled the stones out. Then they let me recover from that, but I was still in bad shape. And then they said, we're going to, your gallbladder was way too damaged, and we're going to have to take the gallbladder out. And I was like, oh, you got to be kidding me. I hate needles. And they're like, don't worry. You won't even know what happened. It'll be in and out. And once I had my gallbladder out, uh, then I started getting good color in my body, and the yellow went away in my eyes. And it took a long time, and I'm still suffering a little bit from it. What did you call that, DeVito? What was that called? You just posted it in the chat. Uh, Jaundice. That takes a long time to get out of your system. Years. It takes a long time. Oh, hey, Christopher Valdez, what's up? Yeah, no, dude, I'm telling you, there was even my friends were going, holy crap, dude. You look like you're gonna die. The whole time I was like, I'm gonna beat this. I'm gonna beat it. I'm gonna pass these gallstones. And they're like, this ain't like kidney stones. Yeah, it wasn't. You had your gallbladder out too, Valdez? Yeah, caused pancreatitis. Yeah, that's exactly what happened to me too. Oh, it sucked. It sucked. It was almost as painful as when my gallbladder, when I got in a fight, uh, and the dude kicked me, and I didn't feel nothing. I continued to fight. Didn't feel a dang thing. And I got home, went to bed that night, and woke up the next morning and went up to get up to go to the bathroom. And I just collapsed to the ground. Boom. And I felt great once I was laying on the ground. I'm like, what the heck just happened? And I went to go stand up again. And when I stood up and got on my feet again, wham, I was right down to the ground. And then I broke out in a cold, 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 cold sweat. And waited. I thought maybe it's just cramps or something. Maybe it is just from the fight I had the day before or whatever. And didn't pay any attention to it. Finally, the pain went away a little bit, but it would come back if I stood up for too long. The pain was just traumatic. And finally, that was another time I got to get to the hospital. You thought you were having a heart attack with the gallstones? I know, dude. It was weird. Your whole body is like my pancreas, everything. My heart was going crazy. My urine was like, oh man. Was your urine a different color, Valdez? The color of my urine was all messed up, and I was like, what is going on? Finally, I couldn't take the pain no more, dude. I just couldn't take the pain. And I went in, and I'm glad I did, because I'll tell you what, on the way to the hospital, um, it was summertime out. It had to be 80, 90 degrees out. Uh, and I was free. I was shaking my butt off all the way to the hospital. And my mother had the heater on. I'm like, it's freezing. Please turn the heat on. You know, I was just out of it. It was just, oh, yeah, it was darker. Mine was darker than normal, too. I'll tell you that much. Almost looked like this soda. That's no joke, man. I was like, I'm going to die. I was praying to Jesus. I'm like, I'm getting close, Lord. You know, I could tell but something, I was like, I got to get there. And my family was like, that's it. You're going to the hospital. You know, so yeah, it was, it was horrible. It was just horrible, horrible. So folks, if you ever have any pains in your side or down by your hips on your right side, that's appendix. Lower by your hips, by your groin, by your hip bone there, that's where your appendix is. If it's up by your ribs, underneath your rib cage, that's the gallbladder. So when I had my appendix out, it was down by my, uh, right above your hip, your pelvis bone or whatever on your right side, and your gallbladder is the pain was like up right under my rib cage. I thought it was my heart. So bingo, Valdez got it right. It felt like you were having a heart attack. It was unreal, unbelievable. Yeah. Oh, I got to put it on top chat or no live chat. I keep forgetting. Where would you be now without without love? I like the guitarologist. He's intelligent and fights the Patriots fight. Yeah, we all do. I've been watching Brad for a long time. I like when he took that reel to reel machine and turned it into a guitar amp. That was cool. I was like, are you kidding me? Really? You can do that? Yeah, that was cool. It was a tube. I think it was a tube reel to reel tape recorder. Yeah, he is a patriot fighter, but he gets in trouble a lot. He sure does get in trouble a lot. I'm like, he's a guitar player and an amp. He works on amps and everything. But he sure does get in trouble. He is a good guitar player and a drummer. So yeah, he does fight for his freedoms and everything. That's like people always ask me, you like Steve from Boston? Yeah, I've been watching. No. How long you been watching? You haven't been watching him that long. Did you watch him when he was Pixie Licks? Yeah. Yeah, I did watch him when he was Pixie Licks. That was a while ago. Many, many years ago. No, he don't comply. Hey, he don't comply to much. He stands up for people's rights. We all do. You know, we all do. Uh, But you got to know when you just, you got to learn to live to fight another day. I guess it goes to say you got to learn to pick and choose your battles. Exactly. You're right about that, Johnny, military service. Sometimes you do. Sometimes my TV is creaking and everything. No, I don't know. Somebody's there. Somebody entered the room. Or we might have had a small tremor or volcano eruption or something. But we do. We go along to get along because sometimes you have to pick and choose your battles. And you got to know when you are overstepping your boundaries where you could lose your freedom and everything, you know, uh, or possibly get hurt or hurt somebody. So, plus, if you are going to pick and choose a battle, you got to make sure you got uh, the right people on your side. If you ain't got good supporters, you're not going to go far. You might accomplish it on your own if you have a smart enough brain or whatever, but uh, if not, if you don't know what you're doing and you're not familiar with paperwork or what legal terms mean or any of that stuff, you're screwed, you know? So you got to make sure you have people that are going to be there to back you. Uh, if not, most people give up hope. And I did see a lot of people do that, you know. Like I said, when I first filed for disability, they said no, you're going to have to wait. I didn't get it right away. And they told me continue working, continue to work and keep in touch with us. And this might take years, but continue to work. And I did do that uh, all the way up till I had my operation and almost died. I do believe I did slip into that dark spots flashing in your eyes and all that. I was close, baby. I'll tell you that much. I was close. And I kept asking the doctor, why can't I get warm? What is going on? Why can't, I'm freezing. And they're like, you are this close. Your body is in toxic shock. Your blood, your your bile ducts, everything is. That's why your body is not generating heat, and that's why you are all yellow and your eyes are yellow. And if we don't get you uh, in the room right now, there's a good chance you might not even make it out of the operation. They were telling me call my next to kin and family and everything and make sure I was had things in order because that's how bad I was. And I was like, that's when it really hit me. And that's when I was like, Lord, if you are real, I think I'm real close to meeting you. And they came right out and told me, you might not make it out of this, even the operation. Your body's septic. It went bad. So I'm lucky to be alive. Thank God my skin turned back to regular color. Yeah. I was walking around singing that song. I think I'm Japanese. I really think I'm Japanese. I really think so. Yellow, like a banana. But I'm alive. I kept going. I woke up. I can remember them pushing me down the hallway. I thought I was dead. Somebody said Mr. Kramer. That's the first time anybody called me Mr. is after I came back out of death. I remember somebody rolling me down the hallway in a bed, and a gentleman was a dude was saying, "Mr. Kramer, it's time to wake up." And I was like, "Yes, sir." That's the first thing out of my mouth was, "Yes, sir." And he's like, "Are you up?" I'm like, "Yes, sir, I'm up. I hear you." And then they put me in this room. I was like, "All right, cool." Yeah, you'll know when you're close to death, baby. I'll tell you that much. And I was there. But you know what? I still suffered from depression afterwards because it all sank in. I almost died. At that time, I uh, I didn't know where my kids were. I lost contact with them for about a year, um, and it all sank in. I lost my home and everything, and I just went into a deep, deep, deep depression. Uh, I looked like crap. I was just, oh man, I was in a dump. I'll tell you that much, dude. I was in a dump. I was pretty bad. I hope nobody ever has to go through that. Folks, if you're ever having pains down on your right side, if you're ever having pains like it feels like your inside is going to explode, uh, excuse me, go to the doctor. Don't be an idiot like me and wait because you're afraid to go under the knife. With my appendix, when that exploded, I had to have these tubes down my nose to suck out all the poison out of my stomach and body and everything. When I woke up from that, I had these two things in my nose that went down into my stomach. And I couldn't talk, and I thought I was going to die. Even though they were saying I made it and I was alive, I still thought I was going to die because I was just a young teenager then. And I still thought I was going to die. I'm like, oh my God, what are these things? I couldn't talk. Uh, yeah, no, it was ugly. So, folks, don't ever monkey around with your appendix or your gallbladder or anything, you know. So, what do we got to do? Most of us would say, who we got to kill to make it in this business? I think we know the two jokers. Much like the Black Crowes sang in their song, uh, I will gladly, I will surely take their life uh, to rest uh, my heavy head or whatever it is. Is that what we got to do? All right. Boy, that Johnny Goebbels really got these guys on YouTube pretty upset that they'll never give up. I was watching some of their videos. Uh, they'll never give up the name of where these people live and all these. Boy, that little guy Johnny has got one heck of a team out there, and I don't think he really gives a crap how much money they have, or I think the government's on his side. You know, I think the government's backing them. I think some dudes with real big, deep pockets, you know, are going to make sure these boys are made a lesson out of. And I don't blame them. Well, they're trying to do it to me, but I'm dumb. Yeah, so I don't care. I got nothing to lose anyways. So and you know what gets me is some of these guys, you see them one day, they're wearing an outlaws thing or they're affiliated with a gang or, uh, Crips or Blood or whatever. And then you see them, they got a military stuff on. They're like, yeah, yeah, sorry, dude. You can't serve this country and take an oath and be a gangbanger and terrorist. You know, it just don't work that way. I'm sorry. Wish it did, but it don't. And that's the problem the government's really have been having and what the talk has been around, what are we going to do? You know, uh, how are we going to handle this situation? And I agree with them. It's, here we are. These are people, they took an oath to serve and protect the country, but yet they're out terrorizing, shooting each other, blowing each other up and everything, killing people. And so that is a big talk within our own, you know, what are we going to, how are we going to handle this? Can it be handled? Yeah, it can be handled. We can handle the situation. But like I said, the people I know are a dying breed. They served this country, and to this day, they still serve the country, and the country comes first. And they didn't join any kind of organizations or anything. They continue to work, and they continue to protect the families of even lost vets that have died. I've seen dudes that were friends with people that were military, and their one of the family members passed away, and that military guy protects another military family or whatever. That happens, and they still don't go out and break the laws. That's because they actually took an oath to protect and serve America at home and afar. That's what it meant. You can't put on a United States government uniform and then come home, take it off, and now you are destroying our country uh, and getting paid to do it. You know, it just I can't back that. I'm sorry. I pray it leaves, so the prophet say. I could either drown, cut off my pride, send the shawl. Now I can go with the skin for all to see. I forgot that chord. Baby, how long must I wait to see you again? Yeah. Waiting all my life, yeah. Put your hand in mine one more time. Kiss your lips goodnight. How long will it be, baby? gonna smile again, kiss your lips, yeah. Hold my hand, walk with me. We'll talk about the past and how I made a mistake, yeah. And girl, you know I love you more each day. How long will it be before you see nothing without you? I know I've been a fool. I can't go on much longer knowing I was a fool. And you know me and I know you. I've always been your fool. Let's reminisce about the past. Baby, can I have one more kiss? Yeah. How long will it be? How long will I have to see? You're just a past memory. So please come back to me. Hey baby, just why you ain't around? Oh, you pretty women, so far and in between. Don't need one dance, one gonna clean it. Hey baby, you pretty women, so far and in between. Don't need one dance, one need one clean it, baby. And most of all, remember, the devil is real. If God is real, the devil is real. If the Lord said they stole my soul, my talent, my anointing from God, then they stole my anointing from God. They stole my soul. Uh, you can't believe in God and not believe in the devil. It's impossible. It goes against everything. People just want to pick and choose. I don't believe in the devil. Well, then you don't believe in Jesus Christ. You don't believe in the Bible. You don't believe in God. Because God said the devil was real. He will tempt you. He will steal from you. So I always leave it up to the Lord to get my soul back when these idiots come a knocking. And the Lord said I can charge him money for it. I was like, are you kidding me? They're like, no, you can charge people money for that. Well, glory be to God. Will the Lord reveal them to me? Probably. I don't know. I'm just a servant, just like everyone else. There is no one greater than God. The Lord, the Father, the Holy Spirit. There's no one greater than him. But the Lord did reveal who has it. Are they making money? Sure. But he revealed to me that he will also get it back for me tenfold and money. Yeah, so I guess I'm watching all these uh, YouTube channels. Who knows? I might work for the government. I might work for the YouTube police department. Don't we all anymore? We really do. Curses, whatever. It's all real. And do these people do it to me all the time? They do. And then they complain about it when they get caught and they have to pay for the repercussions and whatever, or they slip and fall or something like that. I don't know. They think it's a joke. And I'm like, it ain't no joke, dude. It's real. It ain't a joke. And of course, we always see these big guys come out, big tough guys and everything, and they fall, and they fall big, and they fall fast, and they fall hard. So, devil, you know who I am, and you know I don't play games. And the Lord is going to reassure you that we ain't playing games, especially with Satan. We don't pull that around here. See, I got a name, and I had talent way before these idiots came along. And ain't that funny how people are like, dude, what happened? It's almost like something happened. You're not yourself or whatever. That's the devil. He done stole. He was stealing when he should have been hiding. We'll get it back. We'll get my soul back in my my anointing that God gave me, that I worked so hard for. You know why? Well, because I don't pray to the devil, and I don't kill and steal to make $1. Can only protect. You know, I don't know. That's why I always say, Lord, can you please get my soul back, or get these people out of me that are trespassing on me? I don't know. But it don't make sense. Some of these people I've been listening to on YouTube and communities and everything, well, they don't believe in the devil. Well, then they don't believe in God, in the Bible. They can't have it both ways, folks. They might not believe in the devil, meaning they don't believe in his power, but they can't have everything the Bible said. If we're going to do this and go all in, everything the Bible said is real. You know, the devil came a creeping again and was trying to coerce people into saying they sold their souls or whatever. No, and that's the devil's biggest trick, is lying. That's one of his best tricks of all, that he never existed. We'll just let the Lord handle it. You know how I can tell that the devil's trying to pull a fast one, or that he sold something from me? Guitar patterns that I played for oh so long that you can't remember or can't figure out how to play anymore. That's when you know the devil has come to steal. You know, and these fools, they're so foolish. These idiots. I'm 50 something years old. These dudes are in their 20s and 30s, and they're like, you know, you only been playing guitar for. I've been playing guitar and singing for a long time, folks. Way before I was even on YouTube. So when these fools come a creeping, and they do just like them black cats do, they're going to try and say, you don't know what you're doing. You haven't, they're liars. Satan. That's what he does. So all this bull crap that, uh, these younger dudes are talking about, it ain't them, you know. Uh, they're soul stealers. Look at their tattoos. Look at what they mean. I do want to think that one military guy that was pointing things out to people, what he liked and what he didn't like about somebody. And he would sit there and tell people, no, look at this, look at that. These people are bad people. They're, you just don't want to be around them people. And he was right. You know, the devil. If the Lord saith, it's trueth. It is. You know. Yeah, a lot of, I agree what Johnny Military Service Bendejo says, or it ain't Bendejo probably, but yeah. I'll pat myself on the back. No, I don't want to pat myself on the back. Well, you know what? You know what? Johnny's military service, you know what? Sometimes you do, because there ain't going to be no one else in this world that will pat you on your back. So sometimes you do have to pat yourself on the back uh, to keep going. This ain't the first time these people, people have stole my anointing or whatever. And people don't realize that I've been playing guitar and sing, and was a great singer. Also, you know, well, not great, but well, pretty good. And I'm like, check out my playlist. Scroll all the way down, hit videos, and then scroll all the way down, and you'll see all kinds of covers. And I did take hundreds of covers off because I didn't want to get struck. So, no, I've been playing for a long time. And when I pick up a guitar and I can't play a simple pattern that I played oh so many times, that's when I know the devil has come creeping and is stealing. You know? And then they get mad when I'm like, I'll tell the Lord, and then you're not gonna like what happens. And then they're like, you're crazy. The Lord ain't real and the devil ain't real. Sure, he's not. Sure. He's always not real when you sucker someone out of money or their talent. Ain't it? Ain't it true? It's not real. So, I don't know. You know, I wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for God. And that's about the truth. If it wasn't for God and the doctor, but then again, I might not even be, I might not even have internal organs. They might have took them all out, sold them, and sewed me up to some kind of a machine or something. I don't know. Who knows? These people are stealing kidneys and gallbladders, all kinds of crap. The voodoo king, the sorcerer, and the witch. You know, I know. I seen that doctor that was with Trump or whatever, or saying she was a doctor, and she was saying it's definitely a witch, the American witch. Well, I wouldn't doubt it. Yeah, probably. DeVito probably was a Devo fan. Ba-na-na-na-na. Crack that whip. Break your mother back. And you might ask yourself, how did I get this big shiny car? And you might ask yourself, you guys remember the Talking Heads? Let the days go by, water flowing under. Once in a lifetime, water. And you might ask yourself, why did Satan steal my soul? I don't know. Does anyone really know? Is there anybody out there? Ah. You oh, Johnny Military Service said we applaud you that you never murdered anyone. I thought you meant pat myself on the back. Oh, yeah. Well, that's what the Bible said. Your thou shalt not kill. No, I have gotten in fights with dudes and done things I didn't want to do, but I've never killed anybody to break into our house or something. And then yes, I probably would defend myself and the woman I was in love with. But to just go out and kill somebody for no reason, no, no, I can't do that. And hopefully, I never have to kill no one in my life. Hopefully, thy God Almighty handles it, and I won't ever have to hurt anybody ever again. Well, I'm your ice cream, stop me when I'm passing by. I'm your ice cream man, stop me when I'm passing by. You got all well, I'm usually passing by just around that block. And if you let me go you one time, be my regular style. She got all flavors and push up to. I'm your ice cream man. Stop me when I'm passing by. I don't know. Sometimes I'm on, sometimes I'm off. I wonder if the days when I'm off, when I just ain't playing good, just ain't singing good, can't remember nothing, that them are the days that Satan is stealing from me or someone's trespassing on me. And then I think the days that I'm just a rocking and rolling and everything's flowing and I'm remembering all the lyrics and then it's like I'm back to where I was, where I used to be. I don't know. Excuse me. I don't know, man. What about you folks out there? What about YouTube land? Can anyone even see this video? I mean, anyone in the real world can see this video, or is just the hacker or the government? One of the two. I wish one of these days I get a secured line. I have noticed, though, my phone calls have dropped dramatically. That's good because I've been screaming out, get me a secure line. Somebody. So, how's everybody taking the Taylor Hawkins death? I'm still kind of shocked. You know, boy, I'll tell you what, Uncle Ted today on his live tore into Johnny Depp. How could he? I don't know, Uncle Ted. I love you, I really do. You're an incredible guitar player and an incredible songwriter, and you're great. You're not God. There's only one God. There's only one King of Kings. But I love you. I really do. You're a great. I wish we had 50,000 strangleholds. I wish we had 50,000 songs that were like Stranglehold, Cat Scratch Fever, Wang Dang Sweet Putang, Great White Buffalo. Believe it or not, Uncle Ted, I really used to know a lot of your songs, but the only thing that stuck with me was "Hey Baby" and "Stranglehold." On account of my problems, I don't know. I can talk all night. You know, I just talk sometimes. When you've reached this level that I'm on, you don't trust nobody. Yeah, now I sound like I'm church. And like I said, no offense against Upchurch. He's good at what he does. He probably, uh, you know, could sing any kind of genre, but um, that whole thing, this rap thing, is just. I knew there'd be trouble in it. I knew this is trouble. And it's funny because now things are cool in the real rap world, kind of. The people that built it, and now we're having all this thing or whatever, the country or whatever. I don't know. I'm just used to certain things. I was raised a certain way. When I was growing up, they didn't have country rap. They had Merle Haggard and Hank Williams and uh, Conway Twitty and George Jones and Strait and yeah. Garth Brooks and this whole thing. It's just, I don't know. But boy, did he get himself in a whirlwind. Caught up in a whirlwind, baby, watch your head spin. Hey, what do we got, man? Do we got any more Black Crows? How about, you know, Black Crows? How about an unplugged? You know, unplugged Black Crows. You know, people love the unplugged. They love it. They loved it with Alice in Chains. They loved it with Nirvana. They just love that pure acoustic, just a dude. No amps, no nothing, just raw guitar and vocals. Well, she's walking through the clouds with a sucky smile running wild. But a black zebras and moonbeams, fairy tales is all she talks about. Riding with the wind, when she's sad, she comes to me. Everything is alright. Anything wrong. Riding with the There's no reason to be frightened. Set the joker to the thief, yeah. I can't get no relief. Businessman there and steal my soul. Come and smoke my herb. Meow, 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 meow. You know, I always found that chord incredible right there. It's just got that weird, not weird, but great sound, that chord right there where it's like a bar chord, but it's like almost like a bar. It's I can't find the word to it right now, but and you're just playing them two chords. It's like a skip chord. It's like you're not playing that bar chord 2 frets away, right underneath that one chord that you're playing, like a bar chord, but you skip down on your pinky. I don't know. I do love music, but not more than God and family and a beautiful woman. But I do love music. I love movies. I love life. Life. I'm pissed because my voice is shot. Either that or if we go by the Bible, the devil stole it again. If we go by the doctors, my voice is shot. I need to keep my mouth shut. But if I keep my mouth shut, I'm afraid, a lot like Elvis, will I have will I have my voice again? Will I be able to do Blind Melon like I used to? Which that reminds me, I got to post that Blind Melon cover on my YouTube wallpaper or whatever it is. Will I have that voice back? Will I have my J.D. Southerner voice back on You're Only Lonely? Will I have that same pitch, that same voice? Will I be able to get back my Eagles sound? With the bright lights that faded, I was thinking, will I be able to get it back? I don't know. I hope. Not a woman I love, I never knew. She said I always was a dreamer. I spent my life running around, and I'm so hard to change. I can't seem to settle down. The dreams I've seen lately tell you what, sometimes when you're down, you put the Eagles on. There ain't nobody, Randy Meisner was an incredible singer. Great vocals, man. Great. They all had great vocals. Henley, that was a band with 3 frontmen. 4, you know, 4 frontmen. You just don't have bands like that, gentlemen, ladies. The Eagles had 4 frontmen. Meaning they could have they it's very rare that you have 4 people in a band that all were frontmen of their own bands. Well, that's rare. You had Henley, you had Walsh, you had Fry, and you had Meisner. And when Meisner left, who'd they have? Timothy Schmidt, frontman for another band. Four simultaneously frontmen in one band. I don't know if we'll ever see anything like that again. Will we ever see a Led Zeppelin again? I think I'm going to cover the Beretta song. Don't go to bed with no price on your head. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do the crime if you can't do the time. Don't do it. And keep your eyes on the sparrow. And the road is straight and narrow. Don't do it. Don't do it. I comment that on a lot of YouTube channels. Why? I don't know. People are like, what is that? Where'd you... I think that was a song done by Sammy Davis Jr. Sammy Davis Jr. We're at out east or out west? Must be out west, somewhere out west, out in Cali. Must be out west, somewhere or out east. Maybe it's out west, I don't know yet. Maybe it's raining out west. Cali, I Kelly, I miss you, girl. Kelly, I miss your palm trees blowing in the sun, yeah. She's so mean, but I don't care. Love her eyes, love her wild, wild hair. Oh, Kelly, girl, I miss the way you shimmer in the light and the bright lights. Oh, Kelly, I miss your bright eyes and your golden skin so shines in the sunlight. Kelly, you've been on my mind, girl. And I can't walk away from you. Kelly, girl, I miss you. Remember that song, Escape Club? No, who did that? You know what? You said you were from out west. You should be safe because you know what's going to be kicking up here soon? Hurricane season for them dudes out there out west. Wintertime, south, and us up here in the Midwest. We even get hit with the remnants of hurricanes. But they need to get prepared just in case they have a hurricane out there. So, anyways, I'm a big fan of bluegrass. This Randy Scruggs, his father, and everything. And I even got a couple of their DVDs, the Scruggs family. All great, incredible guitar players, man. Incredible. And I haven't seen nobody play like them in a while. And I learned a lot of rolls from watching the Scruggs video. I've had it years ago. I don't know if you guys remember Earl Scruggs and Randy Scruggs and the gentleman that they used to play with, the guitar pickers down south. And I haven't seen anyone in a long time play like Randy Scruggs. There's only one person out there playing like him. And it's a dying breed, I'll tell you that much. It's a dying breed. You just don't see bluegrass players like that anymore. All the great ones died. There was a blind man that used to play with Mr. Scruggs. He was blind. And I'll tell you what, there was nobody that could play fills and rolls and everything and pickoffs like that dude. Anyway, he was blind. But I'll tell you what, who's playing like him, and I hope he keeps going. But like I said, I haven't seen anyone play like that. And I used to get into bluegrass. It's all part of music. Yeah. And for about a good 6 months, all I did was play and watch the Earl Scruggs video I got. I think I still got it. I think I have a couple of them. I think I do still have a couple of them. God, this was many years ago. Many years ago. Joni Mitchell on this. It's all kinds of dudes. The Byrds, Bob Dylan, Mr. Earl Scruggs, and his son Randy Scruggs, the Scruggs brothers. All. I wore this thing out. Wore it out. But there ain't nobody playing like Mr. Scruggs or Randy Scruggs anymore, except for Mr. Strings. And that's probably the only people really that play close to Earl and Randy Scruggs. If you're going to learn guitar, pull-offs, hammer-ons, and chicken picking, buy that DVD. And yeah, I used to play country. These guys, they think I'm some kind of idiot. When I really focus and put my mind to it, I could do it. But I have to focus. And you have to practice. Without practicing, I don't know. You know what? You know how I picked up on there's a little Earl Scruggs and Neil Young. There really is. That role that he has in that song. That role right there. That little hammer-on pull-off. The Scruggs were good at that. Excuse me. Hello, Pterodactyl. Good morning, ma'am. Christopher Valdez. Good morning. Yeah, I played open tuning. I did a Zeppelin song, and I did Doobie Brothers, Black Water in open tuning. I think I did a couple more songs in open tune. Yeah, and that was exciting too. Learning how to play songs other than just standard. You know, when I learned Black Water by Doobie Brothers, which is on my channel, you can see it. That was open tuning. I used to love music so much. That's all I did after my operation, and I went nuts. Had a breakdown. I just locked myself away and played guitar all the time. Alone. Let me tell evil every touch. Keep searching around, looking for my streak on a girl. I got a woman I wanna call all day. I got a woman stay drunk all the time. I got a woman, she won't be drunk. Till I got a little woman, she won't be. Sunday morning moon without church, and folks stand around. Well, darling, if you leave me, I'll never do you no wrong. Fall in love. Then I know because of you. And I take a lap, then I second guess in a total man. You leave me there, you leave me headed up. And I keep on coming down and standing in the state. I'm never really sure if you'll take what I'm saying right way, but I'm not afraid of a pocket blade. And I'm discreet as I can muster up the beat. Yeah, 'cause the Cadillac is sitting in the back, waiting me. No, no, I'm always home in my galaxy. And I sit in the dark all alone, and I drift off in my own mind. It's all a waste of time. You know, some people make fun of people that write songs a different way. You might not have the lyrics wrote down in your head yet. You might be able, you might not figure out what the lyrics are, but you just sing anything to get the melody down. You know, and then as you get used to playing the melody, and then you start coming up with stuff in your head to say or something, or you might be thinking about a woman or whatever. And I can't just think about lost another friend, 'cause I'm living my life on this road, cold and old. And the only thing that keeps me going is a smile. You know, you're gonna make mistakes, but then eventually you're gonna make great songs. I don't know. I don't put everything out there because everything I put out, someone takes a little bit of it, but that's music. You know, you take, borrow, steal, whatever they call it. I don't know. It's been going on for forever. That's why it's so hard to prove that you stole something, because it's just a pattern. You know, it's a basic chord pattern and rhythm in all kinds of music. You know. And I know a lot of people watch my video. Who's he talking to? Well, people at YouTube. There don't have to be anybody in your chat or even watching for you to make a video. And you know what I notice when people don't go live, or when people don't have anybody in their chats? They can't, you know, some people just can't continue knowing nobody cares what anyone is saying that day, you know? I don't know. In the darkness cold, and I don't know where I'm going, no fantasy. But then I sit back and I wonder why I ever left her behind, yeah. Now, people ask me, if they ask me my opinion, what time is it? It's 2:30. You know, if anyone ever asks my opinion on things, learn as much music patterns, R&B, rock and roll, country, bluegrass, you name it. It's all in there. Listen to some of these songs that are out there. Bluegrass players. Meaning I can hear bluegrass, Eagles songs, bluegrass and Steely Dan. Uh, uh, you know, all kinds of bands. I don't know. Oh. Oh, Christopher Valdez, if you're still here. I did a Zeppelin song in open tuning, I believe. I think I got a couple Zeppelin songs that were in open tuning. It was the Rain song. If you're still out there, the Rain. I covered the Rain song. It's on my channel. when they call I don't know. I just play once in a while. Sometimes I'm on fire. Sometimes I'm off. Sometimes you're there, and sometimes you ain't. I don't know. I just play it. Some nights I'm hot. Some nights I'm somewhere else. I'm like, what is going on? Why? It's like you can't even play a chord. You're like, what? I don't know. But keep practicing. That's all I could say out there for future guitar players. Don't listen to me. Learn. Just go with it. You learn a couple chords, and eventually you start figuring stuff out yourself. And then I went to tabs, and then and just watching a lot of guitar stuff, like literally putting a DVD in, and every time they were on their fingers in the fretboard, I would stop it, zoom it. What is that chord they're playing? And then I would count the frets down to make sure I was on the right frets and figure out the chords in a lot of them. You know what's a cool song to play? 10 Years Gone by Led Zeppelin. That's a great song to play. Excuse me. And always remember, never let them know how good you are. Because if you do, well, the devil will come a-creeping. And don't ever go to the crossroads. Keep what you know and be happy with it. And that's, you know. And don't ever sell your soul, folks. I don't know. I can tell you this much, folks. If you're a new guitar player, once you figure out how to play a song all the way through and actually sing it at the same time, and actually you make a video and you put it out there, and it gets a view, you'll like it. Especially when you can learn how to play a song. But you're always going to have people, well, you know, you're supposed to play it this way or whatever. But don't give up hope. There's all kinds of ways to play a song, different keys, you know. There's no rules to music. A good guitar player said that before. Whiskey drinking woman, yeah. Whiskey drinking woman on my mind, yeah. Keeps me hypnotized. Well, that whiskey woman, yeah, I'm gonna lose my mind. It's getting pretty late. And I think it's supposed to rain tomorrow. Shoved it in my face. The pain you gave me. Can you take it all away? Can you take it all away? Where you shoved it in You could be my someone. You could be my someone. Know that I'll protect you from all the upset. I wonder what you'll do. Imagine where you are. There's oceans between us. That's not far. Cream cone and broccoli in the mall. Oh man, this is a 3-hour video. All right, I'm out of here. Remember, you new guitar players, practice by videos, watch videos, tablature, learn how to tune a guitar in different standard and different tunings. Man, you know how long I played and I could not figure out songs. I get it sound great, but I'm not great, but close, but can never figure it out until I learned that every song is not played in standard. And when I learned how to tune the guitar to a different tuning, then you have to learn all over again because the chords are different in a different tuning. So practice by videos. And I don't know if they sell this video anymore, but you might be able to get it on the internet Earl Scruggs, and it's got everybody on there. Bob Dylan, Earl Scruggs, a bunch of dudes, a green grass picking, man, just unbelievable finger rolls and hammer-ons, hammered-offs. Just incredible runs. Unbelievable. Great guitar player, Earl Scruggs. And Randy. His kids were great. Listen to all kinds of music. Buy videos if you have to. If you can't figure out how to do music, and watch the videos. Put it on pause, slow motion, whatever you got to do. I don't know. I can't remember anything. I got too much stuff in my head, and there's no way you can learn that much music and not know it, every single song. And that's why the bands, they do a record, 16 songs or whatever, and then they play another, I don't know how many songs. So you're looking at what, 40 songs, maybe 30 songs in one concert. But they might have 200 songs, but they don't play them every single day. They only play what's new and certain songs from their past records. So Lord, I'll leave it up to you if you can get my chops back. Give me my chops back, Lord. Now you folks have a good night. I wasn't even paying attention to the time, and I'll tell you what, when you play guitar and you like music, hours can go by, and all you did all day was play guitar. Or all you did all night was play, sometimes all day and all night. And then you get really good. That one time I was pretty good. Still am. It's just, I got to figure out how to get this Satan from taking it right out of my head. You know, I don't know. All right. Good night.